guys! So today's video is going to be a little bit different than my usual videos on this channel. There's been a lot of things in my life lately and a lot of things going on around me and a lot of kind of inspiration to do this video. It's actually like 10 o'clock at night right now. I'm in my new apartment. This is the first video I'm filming in my new apartment and I feel like I'm really happy that I'm filming this as my first video. So today I'm going to talk about self-love and self-respect, and this is such a strong topic for me because I personally have struggled with self-love my whole life, and I think everybody in some way kind of has too. There's so many things out there that make a person not feel like they should love themselves. I actually, back at the beginning of October 7th to be exact, I recorded a voice memo on my phone called Self-Love, and I re-listened to it tonight because just some of the things that were going on today in my life made me think this would be the perfect time to do this video. For everybody out there too that's going through these things, and you probably know who you are if you're watching this. This video is for you, and it's for me, and it's for all my subscribers, and it's for anybody else who comes across this video. So there's so many people who are upset with who they are. And that's not because they don't like who they are. It's because society makes them think they shouldn't like who they are. It's because a coach or a teacher says something to them that makes them think, I don't like who I am. It's because a bully or a friend at school says something to them that makes them think that they're less of a person or that they're not worthy of love. Everyone deserves to be loved, and everyone deserves to have self-love and love themselves. Everyone should be proud of who they are, even though sometimes it seems really hard, but nobody out there is exactly like you. You are one of a kind. Whoever you are watching this, you are one and only. There's no one else like you. You are so important to everyone in your life. Even if you don't see that, you are. Depression and anxiety is something that I hear a lot now. I have anxiety personally. I wouldn't say that I don't think I have depression. I've never been diagnosed with depression, but I have been diagnosed with anxiety. And I know sometimes just the thought that I have anxiety makes me feel a little depressed. My anxiety is a whole nother video, but it makes me feel like I can't do a lot of things that I should be able to do and that I shouldn't have a problem with doing. But it makes me afraid. It makes me shake a lot. It makes me scared a lot, but I try to push myself every single day to get past my anxiety because I know that I deserve to have a really cool life where I can go out and do these really fun things with really awesome people. And I did get to do that recently this last weekend, and it was an amazing experience. One thing that I notice is everyone's going through something. It might seem so minuscule to somebody else what someone is going through, but to each individual person there's so many things that are so important that are affecting their lives. When a person lashes out at someone else, most of the time it's because they have their own inner demons that they're struggling with, not because they are just a mean person at heart, because I believe that everyone has a good heart, but that certain events and certain things can lead people to lash out or to feel certain ways. And I feel like love just needs to be there. I feel like there needs to just be more self-love, more love for everybody else, because I think if everybody has a little bit more self-love, then the love for everybody else will be there too, if that makes any sense. Everyone is going through something, and everything you are going through in your life is important. Nothing about your life is not important. Nothing about what is going on in your life is not important. If you have depression, if you have anxiety, and you are afraid to talk to somebody, you're afraid to get help because you think you're going to look crazy, or that you think that it's going to make you look weak. You're not weak because you want to get help. You're not crazy because you need help. You're a normal human being. There's such a stigma that goes with mental illness and mental health, and so many people are afraid to get help because one thing that I've also noticed, especially with my anxiety, because so many people don't understand my anxiety when I try to explain it to them, and my best way that I found to explain this to somebody is, When you have a mental health problem, it's just as serious as a physical health problem. If you have a broken arm, if you are sick in the hospital with cancer, if you're sick in the hospital with like pneumonia or something, people can see that. People can see the physical illness. They can see that you're sick. They can see that you have a broken bone. When it's something in your head, when it's depression, when it's anxiety, when it's anything like that, people can't see that you're sick. Because on the outside, you look fine. But on the inside, you're not. And it makes it so much harder to deal with because it's all mental and it's all here. And it can affect you everywhere else. This topic weighs on me so heavy because I know so many people in my life who've wanted to commit suicide because no one understands, because they feel alone, because they feel crazy, because they feel like there's no one else out there that gets them. But I want you to know right now, if you are watching this, that I understand and I get you, and that you are more than welcome to message me on Twitter, to leave a comment in the comments down below if you're open to that, to talk to me, because I want somebody to feel important. I don't want anybody out there to feel like they shouldn't be loved, to feel like that they're not important, because it's so important that you realize that you are important. If you guys follow me on Twitter, you know that I absolutely love the actress Bex Taylor Klaus, and one of her tweets really resonates with me to this day. I'll put her tweet right here as I read it to you guys because it just like really resonates with me, and I'm gonna read it here because I don't have it like memorized, but nobody's struggle is less than. It's okay not to be okay. You never need to justify how you feel to anyone. And I just, that is so true. It's okay not to be okay. Like, it's okay to need help. It's okay to need to talk to somebody about how you feel. And it's okay to actually do it. I always hear stories about how somebody was on their way home to commit suicide, and then someone says something to them that makes them realize that their life is worth it. And I guess for me, I try to be positive and I try to strive to make sure that no one feels bad every single day. And I'm guilty of making people feel left out sometimes. I'm guilty of making people feel sad sometimes, but I don't ever do it intentionally. And my goal for the rest of my life is to make sure that I always treat people with respect and I always make people feel loved, because you never know what someone's going through. Even people who are being so mean to you, you don't know what they're going through. I just think it's so important to realize that everybody has something in their life that's difficult or that's hard. But it's okay. If you are sitting there at home watching this, if you found this video because you're struggling with self-love or self-respect or loving others, just know that you are important. You're so important. And I think you're important. And if you feel like you're not, you can message me. I'm a friend. I'm not somebody off in the distance that you can message and will never respond. I'll respond to you. I'll talk to you. I'm a friend and I'm here to help. I feel like I really want to take a little bit more into my channel with a little bit more of inspiration and a little bit more of advice and a little bit more pay it forward kind of thing. So my goal for you guys watching this right now is, after you watch this video today, go out of your way to make a compliment to somebody. Do that every single day. Go out of your way to compliment somebody on something every single day. Because not only, even if you are internally feeling so sad or so down about something, if you go out of your way to compliment somebody and make somebody else feel really good, you're gonna feel really good too, because you're gonna know that you helped that person have a better day. I know I do that all the time, especially on Twitter. Like, I love tweeting people and telling them that they're like pretty or beautiful or that they're amazing and awesome, because I just love making people feel better. I think it's just so important for my own self-love, for me to love other people so that I can have love for myself, if that makes any sense at all. I think the moral of this video is that you are worthy of love, and just because society or somebody else makes you feel like you shouldn't love yourself, you should always love who you are, because you are the most unique person in the world. You are you. There's no one else like you. No one else exactly like you. You are your own person, and there will never be another you in this world. So if you take a moment to think of life that way, to think, wow, I'm special, there's no one else like me, maybe it'll help you realize how important you are and how important it is to love others and to love yourself. I want to get more into depth with this kind of a topic in the future. If you guys would like to see me get more in depth and have a little bit more talk about self-love, maybe go a little bit more deeper, because this was kind of just on the surface. Like, there is so many things I could do to go really deep into this. But if you guys are interested in hearing more about what I have to say about this topic, if you want to hear my story about anxiety, if you want to hear what I have to say about any of those types of things, please give this video a thumbs up and comment in the comments down below. You can tweet me to any ideas that you have. My Twitter is itstori27. All of my social media is listed down below. But as you get off this video, I want the last thing I say to remind you that you are beautiful, you are wise, you are smart. There is no one else like you in this world. You are the most unique you that there will ever be. And don't ever forget that.